Slide with me real quick. These dirty Masons is finally starting to admit that the only reason their life is spiraling is because they tried to go to war with the Son of the Most High. Yeah, these individuals are shook learning I'm a biblical figure. They wish they could be regular civilians now. See, one thing about Masons are recruited haters. They sit back in their respective communities and they watch. And they watching for the most talented, the most purest, the chosen. You know, basically the ones with the real sauce. And once they peep game and locate you, they start plotting. They're not usually looking to recruit, because most likely most of their members are already born in, sworn in, or they have some sort of immediately family or connection that's already within. So I guess they figure if you ain't one of us, you can't succeed. Thing is, both of us can't feel like that, because I feel the same way. It's the age of Aquarius. If you ain't one of us, you can't win. If you ain't chosen, if you ain't divine, if you ain't walking that path, ain't no room for you here. Because they starting to understand, going that one angel got several cousins sacrificed. Play stupid games, win stupid prizes. Just the other day, I channeled a Mason crying to one of his higher-ups because his position had been pulled. Not to mention he was being replaced by a chosen one. Anywho, he had went off into a rant about how I don't deserve this position and what have I done to put the work in for this position. But see, this what these narrow-minded, dirty Masons don't realize. See, they feel like because they go through that little weak-ass hazing process that they done been through hell and back. Whole time you had your resources and your support throughout your whole hazing process. But see, when you work for the divine, the sacrifices are different. Leveling up divinely, the initiations are way more intense. See, one thing about being of the divine, we sacrifice. But we don't sacrifice others. We don't sacrifice the weak. We sacrifice ourselves. Time, pain. I'm talking about pain so intense, you begging the Most High Creator for help. Financial losses, unlimited tests, and most of all, you're gonna do it alone. Ain't no calling on your brothers and your sisters for advice and all that. Cause see, when you walking for the divine, he gonna turn them against you. Chosen ones are placed in karmic families where they are the only divine being in the entire family. So once they wake up, they ain't got no choice but to run. Cause once they wake up, they gonna become the enemy of the family anyway. The journey of the Most High is a solo one. So if I ain't sacrificed, if I ain't been through nothing, tell me, have you been locked up in a joint, serving time with them big dogs, them leaders and them lifers? That's sacrifice. Have you ever been popped up with them hot slugs, them hollow tips? Alright, that's sacrifice. Have you ever been jumped by an entire neighborhood? That's sacrifice. See, situations like that is initiation to higher ranking spiritually. So just think before you speak on what you feel a child of the divine has been through or not in order to get where they belong. Because if you sold your soul to the devil, you took the easy route. You knew you couldn't walk a mile in the shoes of a divine being. You know why? Because it requires faith and trust. And that's something though none of y'all got. Y'all put y'all faith and trust in other men. I put mine in the Holy Spirit. I'm going to tell you something. God's way is so brutal, you would think he hates you. The Most High's way is so intense, you start to learn and realize how close he actually is to the devil. You start to obviously see how he allows the devil to torment you and torture you to a certain degree. And this is why you should never judge, you know? Everybody always want to act like they firm in their beliefs. But the actual power of the Most High Creator is always taken for granted and dumbed down. But I will forever be the mascot for the divine. The pain, the suffering, and the success. Why? Because I am the prototype of Holy Spirit in human form.